you again for tuning in here to my channel. I really do appreciate your time here. And I hope while you're here, please don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any one of the videos I post here. And I will love to hear your feedback and learn and grow with you. All right? Today, we're going to be talking about moving out at 18. What is it like? Should you move out at 18? What is the rush? Why should any 18-year-old teenager move out at 18? Let's get right into the video. Depending on where in the world you grew up, your experience might be different from many others when it comes to starting life on your own at 18 years old. At 18, a child is in their final teen years, yet they are considered an adult in the American society. They still depend on their parents emotionally and financially, but it's still trying to be responsible for themselves. Now, a lot of people don't like to hear, someone call them a child when they're 18 years old. Or, they feel like they're an adult because that's what society has imposed upon them, right? That's what people feel or think it should be. At 18 years old, you're grown, you're an adult, and whatnot. I've personally heard teenagers say, I can't wait to turn 18 and move out. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be 18 soon. I'm going to move out and live on my own and all that. Being an adult at 18 gets to teenagers' head and they just cannot wait to leave their parents' house and start life on their own. But here's a question to ponder on. Are you prepared? And why the rush? Now, on the flip side, as soon as an 18-year-old graduates high school, some parents are already asking them, when are you moving out? Now, the fact that you are expected to leave home unprepared, settle down, and magically get a well-paying job and face life is mind-boggling to me. Majority of the time, things get tough. You're struggling to keep up with the bills. You start accumulating debt with no budgeting skills. There's so much pressure from society and parents leaving you with a deadline that you are totally unprepared for. Now, if your child wants to and are financially prepared to move out, then sure, by all means, they sure can. But having that as an expectation just seems like a lot of pressure that's unnecessary. I've also heard adults say it was easier when we were kids, things were different, and others will say growing up for us was challenging, and because we had to grow up fast and become independent early on, it was very challenging, right? I hear both phrases often, but I believe the latter more. Children and young adults were expected to be more independent decades ago. Moving out on one's own at 18 was commonplace. I also strongly believe that success back then was more firmly rooted in people's ability to survive. All right, now I do understand there are so many different situations that could cause a person to want to move out on their own early on, right? For example, an 18-year-old could want to live on campus. Once they turn 18 and graduate high school, they might want to live on campus, and that's okay, or an 18-year-old thinks they're an adult and they don't need to follow the rules of the house, and so they choose to leave, right? And also, an 18-year-old can no longer just lounge around their parents' house and they're told to get a job and contribute to the household to help teach them adult responsibility. They're choosing not to do that. They would rather do it on their own, right? And also, when kids turn 18, they have already had terrible parents and they get kicked out of the house to fend for themselves because the parents clearly don't want them around anymore because of disrespect, or they're just not being good parents, or whatever the case may be. Now, there's probably more of these situations that happen, but generally, parents don't just want to evict their children when they turn 18, but a young adult who needs to learn how to handle adult responsibility. That's pretty much what the parents are trying to teach children, or the children are trying to embark on their own journey and learn for themselves. All right, so getting back to it, we are in different times today, and Gen Zs have a different mindset. Nowadays, it's not about being prepared or not, it's about being independent. Independence is important on so many levels to this generation. A person may sleep on someone's couch for months, wait tables, or walk dogs, but in the end, they are free, and that's all that matters. There are literally no limits, only the ones you impose upon yourself. For the young adults, I get it. Moving out on your own makes you feel liberated, grown up, and free to make your own choices. You might also feel scared, unsure, and worried. But most importantly, you are determined to make it work no matter what. And that is absolutely amazing. The best thing you can do for yourself during this time is to try to stay confident in your ability to make it on your own and tackle one thing at a time. Make a list of things that have to be done. Budget your cash flow. Make it a priority to get necessities paid first. Utilities, food, transportation, etc. Stay employed unless you have other legal sources of income. Don't worry too much. Do your best to figure things out. Ask for help sorting things out from someone you feel you can trust. Do not share any important information with anyone outside of the people you know who have your best interests at heart. Do your best and let God take care of the rest. Also, however you can share, do it. The universe sees kindness. Now, before I leave you here today, this is a question for parents. Would you let your 18-year-old move out if they had the money and wanted to? Would you ask your 18-year-old to move out if they were misbehaving? What are your thoughts? What would you do? Sound off in the comment section. I would love to hear your feedback here. And like I always like to say, let's learn and grow together. And remember to always, always be your best self. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your love and your support. I really do appreciate you tuning in. And please remember to subscribe. Share the video with your friends and family. I love having more people join the community so we can learn and grow together. All right? I see you back here in the next video. Thank you so much.